Quick how to use IndieMapper, little tutorial on how to do this. First thing you're going to have to do is go on to IndieMapper.com. From there, you're going to click Launch. Voila. It's going to pop up this menu here and give you 4 different options. The first one here says Your Data. You can actually upload your own data to this if you want, which is kind of cool, but not something we're going to do today. Maybe something in the future. Haven't decided yet. The next option, if you click on it, says Shape File Library. So this would be the shape of the map that you are looking for. We want the world map. Cultural is good, and we're just going to keep the boundary lines because all we want right now is just the background. Click on Vector Map. We want a world map. That is perfect. Then click on the Data Library. Click on the drop-down menu. You're going to click on Today Urbanization because you guys are going to do 3 different maps today, all of which are going to have to do with urbanization. One of them you have to do is looking at the rural population. And if you read over the directions, or kind of the summary here, it says the total population that resides in rural areas. That'd be areas that are not in big city, thinking more farmland. So when you look at the units here, that means this is in the thousands of people. And then the year is 2009. We're going to go ahead and click Open, and it's going to pull up the layer. Now you can see in the background it's already added in the map for you. What we're going to do here now is look at the different options. So you have to choose a data point. We'll start with the rural population total. We now have 4 different types of maps here that you can do. I'm going to have you guys today do a dot density map. If you want, you can click on the question mark and it'll actually walk you through what a dot density map is. You're going to go ahead then and click OK. It is now colored in and labeled in the map for you. It's shown here on the left what each dot represents in terms of numbers. Since we're comparing maps today, 2 of them for sure that are looking at populations, I would like you to pick a set number here. So I'm going to go ahead and change my dot value to 1000 and hit enter, and it will recolor it in. Now we're just doing a map of Asia, so click on the zoom box feature here, and you can click and drag just to the specific part of the world we want, which is going to be Asia. So now we get a nice zoomed in map. You can change the dot color if you want. So maybe you want something very bright red. Hit OK. There's your map. If you want to change the background color as well, if you click on area up here, you can change the line color and you can change the fill color. Feel free to do that if you want. For now, I'm just going to leave this. So this map looks good, but it's not going to do us any good if we don't know what any of these countries are. So the next thing we have to do is add in labels. To do that, you have to click on New Data Source here. And what we're going to do this time for the new data source is you're going to click on Continents or Country, and you're going to click Countries and Open. And that's going to pull up different options here. Click on Map Label, and we want the object ID. No, we want the country. Hit OK, and it will pull up all of the countries' names. Again, you can change the font, you can change the color, edit it, make it look all nice and pretty if you want. One problem now, though, is we can't see the points that we just created before. So to fix that, up here under Countries, the layer you just added in, go ahead and click the little eye, and that's going to turn it off. So now you can see your dots. Play around with this if you want and zoom in and get really close and look at kind of the different numbers here for rural population. Up here, let's click on Layout Objects. You're going to want to add in a legend. 1 dot represents 1,000 people in population. You're also going to want a compass, because it's always a good idea to have a compass. Look at all the fun different labels to choose from. Voila. Where did it place it? There it is. Now you can click the compass and move it where you want. So voila, this is kind of the simple crash course on how to do this. When you're done and you've done the data, you've made the map look all nice and pretty, you could go ahead and save or export this file, and you can save it as a JPEG, as a picture, to your Google Drive. Give it a name. So in this case, it would be Rural Population Asia. And you're going to go ahead and click JPEG, and you'll hit Generate File. And now you can export it to your Google Drive. Now you can upload it onto Google Classroom. When you're done, be sure, when all three of your partners, your team members are done with the maps, be sure to go back on Classroom because there's a series of questions you'll have to answer. So now that we're done for your viewing enjoyment, let's finish today looking at the dramatic chipmunk. Ready, set,